There we go, guys. We are back again for another fantastic conversation on Friday Night Counterattack. This week, I'm talking to you guys all about the top 5 young strikers Manchester United should be signing this summer. Eric Ten Hag, if you're watching, keep a note of these 5 players because they may come in handy for you in the summer transfer window. At number 5, I'm taking you guys all the way to the Netherlands to look at a young Mexican hitman. His name, Santiago Gimenez. Santiago Gimenez has scored 14 goals this season in the Eredivisie, scored 5 goals in the Europa League campaign for Feyenoord, and has scored 2 goals for his country, Mexico, in 10 appearances. The last young Manchester United striker that we signed from Mexico, Javier Hernandez, was only a shrewd signing at £7 million and a multiple Premier League winner. So if we were to kind of go back in history and sign another young Mexican striker, why not go for someone like Santiago Gimenez? Number 5 for me, Santiago Gimenez. Number 4 on my list, we've got someone who scored 4 goals in one game for Montpellier against Lyon recently in Ligue 1. Yes, we're going to France. It's not going to be an Anthony Martial regen, I promise you. We're going to go for Elye Wahi. If you know Elye Wahi, you know Elye Wahi is a French under-21s international and has scored 17 goals this season for Montpellier in Ligue 1. You know, he scored more than Lionel Messi, Neymar and Alexis Sanchez this season. It's insane. The 20-year-old can build on helping Montpellier secure a mid-table finish in Ligue 1 by actually working with the likes of Christian Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United, 2 players who love to create chances for their number 9. And obviously, if you've seen with this season with our number 9s, they've not been clinical. But Elye Wahi to score 4 goals against Lyon shows how clinical he can be as a striker. And 17 goals in the Ligue 1 this season, that's no small feat. Eric Ten Hag should test the waters with Elye Wahi, with Montpellier probably looking to get around £30 million for the young French international. Number 3 on my list, we're going to Serie A. We're going to find a Danish target man. We're going to see a hitman that I've not seen for a long time. Rasmus Hojlund. The 20-year-old has scored 17 goals in all competitions this season, and Atalanta have a real gem on their hand. They could probably sell him for around £50 to £60 million a summer if they want to sell him straight away. And Rasmus Hojlund plays a very good counter-attacking style of football. He's not really there yet in terms of physicality for the Premier League, but I think that's something he can bulk up over the summer, potentially look to work with physios to get stronger than what he is at the moment. But he's got an absolute goal-scoring prowess about him. And working with Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho and Antony in transitions for Manchester United would work so well for Rasmus Hojlund to keep scoring goals and keep creating chances if he was to fit into this Manchester United side. But yeah, number 3 is Rasmus Hojlund. Number 2 on my list, we're going back to England. We're going back to the Premier League and we're going to Brighton and Hove Albion. I think you all know where I'm going with this one. We're going for the Irish international striker, the 18-year-old hitman, Evan Ferguson. Evan Ferguson has recently signed a new contract with Brighton and Hove Albion, but I reckon for a fact that we could probably quote around £50 to £60 million as an opening bid. Roberto De Zerbi could be tempted in getting a new striker in as a replacement. As you know with Brighton, they always get these amazing gems from out of nowhere, playing football manager in real life. Evan Ferguson, though, as an 18-year-old striker, has showed great composure, fantastic maturity, hold-up play, and technical ability for an 18-year-old, which we haven't seen for a long time in the Premier League. He could be the dream signing to elevate this Manchester United attack where we are lacking clinical finishes in the box, in and around the box, and off both feet and in the air as well. Evan Ferguson can do all that already at 18 years old, which goes to show how much maturity and composure he does have. Number 2 on my list is Evan Ferguson. Number 1 on my list is my il numero uno choice, is Dusan Vlahovic. If Man United are serious about getting back into the Premier League contention and Champions League knockout stages, quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals, we need a gunman up front. We need a killer up front. If we have no killer up front, we're not scoring goals and we're not scaring anyone at all. 18 goals this season across all competitions. The Serbian striker has got everything we need to succeed in the number 9 at Manchester United. From being a clinical set-piece taker with a hammer of a left foot, and he can score from about anywhere on the pitch. Kind of like a Robin van Persie, a Serbian Robin van Persie if it were. Maybe he's a regen of Robin van Persie from Serbia. What grinds my gears though is the fact that Aston Villa are looking at signing Dusan Vlahovic this summer. Unai Emery has taken Aston Villa to new heights. As you know from following our podcast, Salam is gassed about what Aston Villa are going to do in the transfer market. Man United fans, we cannot let Aston Villa get better signings than us this summer. So if Dusan Vlahovic is to move from Juventus to anywhere in the Premier League, it has to be Manchester United. Manchester United have dealt with Juventus in the past, and I think they will not want to let him go for anywhere lower than £80 million. In my mind, if we don't have a consistent striker in the Premier League for the next 3 seasons, Man United are getting left behind lower in the table, because you're seeing the rise of Newcastle, the emergence of Arsenal this season, the resurgence of Liverpool, and maybe even Chelsea coming back into it. You never know with Chelsea. They sometimes could finish 10th and then win the league the next season. That's what happens at Chelsea Football Club. But what do you guys think? Are these strikers good enough to be playing at Manchester United? I've only gone for the strikers 23 and under. So remember, if you're looking at Harry Kane and Victor Osimhen, I've not gone through them specifically because I wanted to go through the younger players today. Share this video with a Manchester United fan and let's see if they agree in the comments below. Which young striker did I miss out on this list? Comment below and I'll see you all next time. Take care and goodbye.